stretch feels good. Let's dance.
Don't disappoint me.
There's still a long road ahead.
Drop!
Piye? Apa nih? Sorry, manut we. Sorry manut we nek, ora mohon berarti kon golek dalan dhewe.
Wish me luck. the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber. No way. Just trust Paimon's in.
I...
Huh? It only takes us up to here. Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one go. Huh? Why? Or... Oh, Paimon gets it! If it was a secret... Alright, let's follow your plan, Oh, hang on a moment. Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista? Oh, that's right! Now that you mention it, we could use the...
I just need a moment to quickly take down some notes. I'll take care of it.
Go, Barbara, go!
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
Exactly. What are you talking about? We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat us like this? No. Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang's... She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a millilith ambush here to arrest us. Now Paimon's mad. You, over there. This is a trick, isn't it? How...
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders at once!
Well, here they come. Let the show begin. Can't handle your drink. Huh.
Flourishes! To arms! Attack!
protect us. Yeah.
Lithotroya beaten.
I'm here. Shake his hands. Let the show begin. And ready I go.
Who goes there? Take the target alive.
Whew. Sayonara special.
Attack! Tactical retreat. Bested.
Let's go, let's go. Think you can bully me? I'll protect us. I'm out of here.
Burning this.
Stop! What's all this about?
Lady Kuching, these two strange people suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs on.
Who are you calling strange?
You want to go to the Jade Chamber? Who are you?
We're invited guests here to look for the Liyue Qixing. Who are you?
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
Oh,
I'm Kuching, the Yuheng of the Qixing. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes? Didn't expect to meet you here in the mountains.
wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair, and yet it was fixed in a single night. I came here to investigate that occurrence. These Millilith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
So this was all a misunderstanding? Paimon never would have thought.
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair...
That was... Eh? Oh, right. So, Lady...
Just call me Kuching. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance.
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want...
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctum...
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the I'll say it like it is. They're underestimating.
Well, you've got a point. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who...
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to... Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone. Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time... Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. How surprisingly civilized of them. Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the... I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended... You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang, the cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the greatest honor. Each brings rich gifts as they visit.
Favor? But wait! That's right! Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture. We need to get one. Not to curry favor.
All right. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to get to the Jade Chamber first. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back to Liyue Harbor. Well then, may we meet again, traveler.
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon So, what should we give to Ningguang when we see her? Oh, right! Paimon dreamed of an amazing snack last night. Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super rich person like Ningguang. Why don't we go with that for a gift? Nope! But Paimon's sure that we just need to make it with some boom shakalaka. Let's go gather ingredients. Time waits for no one, and neither will our riches. Ooh, look at that slime! It looks crystal clear and very delicious. That's the one. Shake and stir. Hey. Huh? Is it just Paimon? Or is there a sweet fragrance? Huh? Did you hear that? No! That was... Uh-oh. It looks like the treasure hoarders have locked... Look at you, booze hound!
There's no end to this. Ah! Retribution!
Away I go! Think you can bully me?
Thank you for your help, kind travelers. If you hadn't come to my aid, I surely would have rotted in this cell. Those treasure hoarders. When their mood was good, they'd rearrange those pots of sweet flowers. When they were in a bad mood, they'd rearrange my face.
Aw, it was nothing. No need to thank us all at once or anything.
I understand. Don't worry. I will compensate you. Don't say that. I'm Meng Dan, a supplier for Mingxing Jewel. I never expected that those treasure... Is there anything that you lack?
Wait a moment. Actually,
Oh?
do you have a box that can store presents?
Of course we do. Now just give me a moment, and I'll let the boss know.
Great! Paimon sugar... Huh, I'm here.
Jewelry's out of stock, but we have some new items in.
Hey there! A guy called Meng Dan told us that we could get a nice and shiny box from your store.
Uncle Meng already told me about it. Thank you both. Many of the best goods in our store were found by Uncle Meng. Here, this container is itself an...
Yep. It's great! Hang on a moment. Could we borrow...
Sure, please help your...
Traveler, this clay pot looks really awesome. If we use an antique as our mixing bowl, it's done! The one and only
Oh, yes. You might want to use these too.
Woohoo! It looks beautiful! Great! Now that we've put all that we've got... interesting. This is what we should say. Excuse me, do you sell the moon here?
Yes. How many would you like?
It's not convenient to speak of numbers here.
Ah, well said. Please, use this to ascend to the
Yep.
And yet the code they used was not the one for guests.
I've been waiting for you, returnee from Joyun Karst.
It's Ningguang! Since this is our first meeting, we've prepared a gift.
Oh, for me. You have my thanks.
Oh no, it's nothing.
This palace floats in the skies, higher than the peak of any mountain. From this vantage point, one may survey all of Liyue. I have been gathering the funds necessary to build it from the time I began learning. At first, it was but the size of one room. Now, it is large enough to blot out the moon in the skies above Liyue. One day, I believe it will overshadow all 7 nations. Not many from outside Liyue earn the right to ascend. As such, I have been putting eyes and ears out ever since you reached Liyue.
What?
And I finally got wind of your movements when you were on the way to Wangshu Inn.
Wait! What?
Just Virgilda? Everyone at Wangshu Inn is one of... At the Guizhang Ballista.
You weren't peeking on us from the skies the whole time!
I fear that peeking would have been a little difficult. Our eyes and ears are more than sufficient. You two are very interesting. Well, I wouldn't expect you to trust us, considering that you have had far more I believe that you've heard of the Archon War. Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought, but in the end, only 7 victories. You can see Goyun Stone Forest. Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex. Not only is it true that gods may die, another Lord of Geo will arise, even in a new era. The Liyue... That day at Yujing Terrace, it was all... But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. Hiding the Exuvio was a necessary maneuver.
Who's this
What do you think, traveler?
Huh? What are you two talking about?
Well answered.
Huh?
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the...
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before. Huh, I'm here.
Be at ease, you two. Make yourselves at home.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first.
Whoa! Isn't this that legendary
Why, you've kept your ear...
That's because even the storytellers are talking about...
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of... If possible, I'd like to have you... But if you were to choose the more trustworthy You'd pick Kuching? Nah, I had a feeling. I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. But after she said those words, well, I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. Indeed. It seems that I called for the gag order and for the exuviat. With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have been allowing the rite of parting to take place was...
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing... Wait, that's right. Speaking of...
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return.
Well, we have made quite a...
Yay! Paimon was just one of the sheets on that wall. Don't look at Paimon like that. One of each. Just imagine how much... Let's grab one! The biggest one! Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest... La 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 la. Let's see what... Huh? There's a place marked with a circle. Sigil of permission, something, something... Aw, that doesn't sound like true. This piece of paper... Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to research on the Sigil of permission. Speaking of which, there's also some kind of... Oh, you really think so? Well, should we not go then? Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because... That's way out of... Anyway, we'll see if you're... Before we look for Zhongli, Let's go, let's go! Whew. There really were Fatui at the location written down on this piece of paper. And, they look really mad at us, too. Scratch!
This quickly. Flash Frost. It's time for a flash freak act.
Loaded gears?
And away I go! Ow! Come on, we can do it!
Let's end this quickly.
Diana Special! Ninjutsu!
This is bad. I guess this is it.
Let's dance!
An unfortunate fault.
Time for retribution!
Sketch! There are so many talismans here. Paimon's seen this pattern before. Oh, Paimon knows. It looks just... But how did a relic of the... Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine... Maybe the Fatui are copying the sigil for being able to channel divine power in battle? And the plot thickens. Alright, that's enough sticking around here. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour. Let's go! Paimon hates being late. And away I go! I'm out of here! I'm out of here! Make my escape. I'm out of here! Shake your hands, stir!
Right on time. I myself, did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
It was so big!
Indeed. It's second to none in all of... Then you met with Ningguang, I trust?
She's super rich and so generous. Yeah, her take on Ningguang is...
Oh. So you also...
She said the time of...
Indeed, contrary to the ever... Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly Yes. She has only relied on her... It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to...
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most...
Why, Mora, of course.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui...
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least. No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Diwa Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Glaze lilies? Well, why did we come all the way out here? Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we can...
No. Those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded. Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers. That's correct. You're
So how good is your singing? Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
We'll only know once she's...
It's time to sing, whenever you're ready. Da 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 da. What happened? These flowers are jumping. They look really angry. Is it because you sang a song for Mondstadt that they don't understand here in Liyue? Come on out! Okay. It's me. I'll protect us. Hi. Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower. Strip the glaze lilies used as a...
Well, that's nice and all.
Unfortunately, no.
That's so lame.
Excuse me. Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey! It's... What's her face?
Yongu? Who? You've completely forgotten my name, haven't you? Ah! That reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way?
Nope. We found the way on our own.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really...
Something seems a little off about Ganyu. She's acting different from the first time.
Oh, well, I met you at that time.
You came all the way out here to see the...
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing...
Oh, sorry. We shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, yes. Now that the spirit of Rex the other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, of the current 7 Archons, the youngest... This means that Liyue had been under Rex
So what do you think of this?
Huh? This... As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus...
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Chilean. After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and, well, let's save that conversation for... I also know where wild glaze lily...
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did.
Wow, so you really know your stuff?
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If you would excuse me.
And that just about does it. Given the ease of picking glaze lilies...
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him...
I've had enough venture. Beginning a new undertaking is always... So you must be careful to take the time...
Wow. See? Alright, I think it's about time we head... Huh? What happened?
Ah, you're the consultant to Wengsheng Funeral Parlor. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't...
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Do they intend to exercise
Most likely. I've heard that some members of... However, both sides were quite obstinate.
It seems inevitable, given the...
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing.
Surely the Liyue Qixing...
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the...
And what now? How would...
That's all Ning... She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue.
Do you intend to use your neutral... Neither path is in...
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli. We've heard that...
Things are taking a turn for the... I'm afraid I must leave now to consider your next course of action.
Having connects to what does Zhongli mean by... Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's... He must be waiting for the moment. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this? The show be...
Time for retribution!
Can't catch me!
If only you could cleanse the corrupt souls of this world.
In the name of the Prinzessin! Oz, repeat! I'm out of here! Ninjutsu!
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Time for retribution!
Think you can bully me? I'm out of here! I'm out of here! Look at you, Boomtail! Oh! Away I go! By royal shake your hands!
Verdict is...
Can't touch me!
Oz, reveal!
Away I go! Come on out! I'm out of here!
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Shake your hands, stir!
No rest for...
Can't handle your dream! Away I go!
I suck!
Think you can bully me? Can't touch me!
Verdict is...
Where'd that come from? Think you can bully? Can't touch me!
Wish me luck!
Ready, steady, go!
Should I try this time?
Wow! This is the Golden House? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but this is where all of Tevat's Mora is minted, right? Oh, so it's a trap! But even if we can't take any, or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora, it's like a dream come true! Oh, right. Back to business. It's quiet. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all...
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort? Stopping the Mora Mints, hiding away the Exuvia.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, If it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But either way. We now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, the battle.
Battle? So you're the type that goes looking for trouble.
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene instead of confronting you directly. When she faces a worthy opponent, But as for me, the greatest pleasure of
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen.
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Besides, you could never defeat me. Not even in your fighting talk. I love it. Now, this chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with the Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint.
Retribution!
I'm out of here! Sayonara special!
Ha! Ha!
Passable. You've made some progress. You're wide open.
Ninjutsu!
Not bad, not bad, not bad. You've got a trigger. Haha, good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger. All you do is run. No use hiding back there. You've got some skills.
Time for retribution!
Let the show begin.
Tide!
All you do is run. Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now. Huh? I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Not bad. But this is going to cost you! Yeah! You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or Did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over now. Don't make me take it from you.
We didn't take it! Can't touch me! Let's dance. Think you can bully me?
Burn!
Oh. Shake it and stir.
Ha! Ha!
Let's go, let's go. Hi. Oh.
Time for retribution!
Can't touch me.
Ha!
Look! Child's back to normal again.
Well then, time. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the and now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell.
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, you already know the answer, don't you? I can see it, but if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still... Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept away in the process. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue... Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyun's stone forest.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the GR Archon in the Archon War. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world...
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey! Those are sigils of permission! Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely... But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little... Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
on? That guy is fast! What's going on? Paimon's exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed...
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Leela? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's present, which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is...
What? But all of you were supposed to be the Guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hand. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet, it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista, and...
I suppose this is one blessing from the... So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle... Yep.
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work!
All able Millilith, with me!
Let's go help too!
we Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you, one wishes to witness.
My duty at an end.
Burn! Ha! Ha!
Close.
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
I need him right there. Time to fulfill my duty. There is a time for a break here.
The ancient god's attacking again! There are so many Fatui too! We can't look!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy! That light from your body, it's like the time in Julian Karst! Wow! It's Madame Ping's shockwave! This grade's really strong!
Put your back into it.
Shake it and stir! Sayonara, let's dance! Away I go!
Looks like I went too far.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War!
Huh. So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Can't touch me! Scratch! Can't handle your drink!
Burning this?
Can't touch me!
Finished.
Exercise caution! I fear that the god's power has reached its peak!
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Sayonara special!
Or retribution!
Let me amuse myself a little, sisters. Shine.
Burn!
This isn't good. I guess this is it. Put your back into
Come on out! Think you can bully me?
Burning this?
my work. Finished.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make—
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here...
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our... Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot...
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time. Immovabilist, but that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of—
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new—
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove, but I dared not speak. I could—
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's the Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the—
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock.
All right, all right. Didn't—
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesy.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last, although I am a mere...
Huh? Why does everyone look so down?
Weren't you frightened, dear?
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards, when danger is near, everyone always thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue, the country of contracts, is. Although their blood is weak, the time of contracts between gods.
Your line of inquiry is askew.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of...
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, Conqueror. Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons. One fears that by the time one finally grasps... Fair enough. Since we Adepti have but how will we ensure that the Liyue...
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. You see...
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh? Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out, but we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex... Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon? Paimon doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adepti-less rite of parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
Is there anything I can do for you two?
We've come to see Zhongli.
Unfortunately, Zhongli isn't here at the moment.
Doesn't the Northland Bank belong? Last time we saw Zhongli was before we went to the gold. Do you think he doesn't know about the attack on Liyue? We had better go and make sure that Whoop.
But we have some new items in.
You call this cooperation between Harbingers? Cooperation involves communication, you know.
Don't take it to heart, child. Besides, aren't you happy that you got to skip the formalities and bring chaos to— Oh, it seems that some of your friends have a—
Hey, it's Zhongli and Child. And you!
It's you two. I believe we've met once before. In the city of Bards, was it? I'm glad— Ah, right. I imagine that it must have been rather hard to forget watching helplessly as something precious was snapped.
No, don't let her get to you. You've yet to gather the powers of all 7 elements, and our last battle at the Golden House was almost more than you could handle. So it might be best to keep things peaceful.
Well, if it isn't you two. This is our first time seeing each other since Liyue was nearly wiped off the map. This is certainly a bit awkward, wouldn't you say?
Paimon knew that we should never have trusted a Fatui Harbinger.
Oh, now don't say that. Sure, I may have misled you, but I never had anything against you personally. Besides, I thought we were getting along quite well together, didn't you? Except for that little tussle we had at the end. Nothing personal. We just have different views, that's all. The real deceivers here are Senora and Zhongli. Curse them for leading me on. So actually—
Stop wasting time, child. There'll be plenty of time to chat once I'm through here. You remember the agreement, Morax. Now, if you would be so kind, then—
What in the world are you talking about?
The contract is fulfilled. That which thou seeketh is now bestowed unto thee.
How sanctimonious.
What? So you're the Lord of Chiao? No, wait. That's an exciting twist and all, but why give the Gnosis to the Fatui?
I do not give it for free. I give it as agreed upon in the contract, for it is a matter solely between the Tsaritsa and I.
Yeah, you don't think you went a little bit too far with that whole fake death thing? Everyone was preparing the ceremony for you, and splat! This big dragon falls out of the sky, and all of Lyric goes and—
Gathering all the forces that had been bubbling behind the scenes, and then stirring them together in a pot that was bound to boil over.
Wait,
Perhaps it's best that I explain. As you know, I've dwelt upon this world for more than 6,000 years. I witnessed the founding of Liyue. Even boulders that can withstand whirlpools will erode with the passing of time. I kept convincing myself that cracks had not begun to form until one drizzly day. As I was strolling along the harbor, I heard a merchant tell one of his workers, "You finished your duties." I stood motionless among the crowds, asking myself, have I already finished my—
Oh, Zhongli.
But as I began to consider relinquishing my divine role, I soon discovered that many reasons still remained. Was Liyue, the city I had dwelt in for so long, already prepared to enter its next age? I decided that a test was needed in order to reveal the answer. So I feigned my own death, and gathered the cast of Child, the Adepti, and that's right, which is why I could—
So you mean that if the chaos ever reached the point of no return, you would simply appear and use your divine powers to bring—
Of course, and it would have— Just as a child quickly matures after losing their parents, so has Liyue matured when faced with the death of its deity.
I was pleasantly surprised with the finale of the show that you all put on. The Adepti deserve the greatest applause, considering their years of seclusion. They hardly recognized the city, yet faced with such a crisis, they exerted the greatest amount of restraint. Not only did they manage to cooperate with the Qixing, But in the end, they even tried to understand the heart of the people. And hats off to the emissary dispatched by the Cryo-Archon to fulfill our contract, Signora. She managed to keep everything she knew in strict confidence, far from the eavesdropping ears of her colleague child. All the while, I carried on as Zhongli, and fulfilled the traditions of Liyue in this mortal form. Thank you for walking that path with me, traveler. These things were all a part of my script. The only unforeseen plot twist was the conduct of the Liyue Qixing. I had expected them to do no more than the Adepti, to come to the defense of Liyue. They seized the opportunity to supplant Liyue's divine protectors, and used the subsequent power vacuum left by my death to quickly gain complete control of Liyue.
Huh? That doesn't sound good at all.
On the contrary, I think it is excellent. I had always feared that it was too soon for them to take over from me. And it was also that which I longed for the most. As such...
Hey, what about me? Doesn't anyone feel the least bit of remorse for deceiving me?
I think that thanks would be more appropriate. You certainly played no small part in all of this, wreaking havoc and turning the city upside down. If you hadn't created the pressure of a battle between mortals, Adepti, and a god, the lump of coal resting in the hands of the Geo-Archon, Liyue, would never have been able to become a dazzling diamond of a city.
Huh? Just whose side are you on, mocking me like that? Are you itching for a fight? Be that as it may, you've come out of this as the hero of Li...
Well then...
Fine. I'll meet...
Do as you wish.
Now then, is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Right! As Zhongli always told us, a good trade is...
Realistically speaking.
Huh?
However, I am the god of... My agreement with the Cryo-Arch. As for the bargaining chip, uncover that answer for yourself.
Today's the day of the rite of parting. Although the star of the show is fake, we spent so much time trying to organize it. It would be a real shame not to go there now.
You know that god...
Yes.
Say.
Now that you I mean it all? Still, what's so...
Ah, forget it.
Oh, well, so Rexlap... Oh, come on. There's only one real possibility in my mind. The Fatui. They certainly... Shh! Lower your voice.
Hear ye all! Though a dragon soars ageless as the gods and Adepti live rumors and hearsay abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was having been thwarted in his trial. Nor are they to believe street-born rumors or indulge in baseless speculation.
Paimon needs a translation on what the Qixing's announcement said. So that's how they're spinning it. Something feels off. Could the Qixing already have... Did Zhongli tell... Exactly, right? it's Ningguang and Keqing.
As said previously,
3,700 years of...
we, the people of Liyue,
The long, unending...
now that we have awoken from... will you stand with us?
So concludes the words of her. Does Her Eminence the Yuheng have any...
Huh? Is she?
Traveler.
Yikes! She really is looking our way.
Is that the traveler who they say defeated the ancient god?
So young. The Liyue Qixing always repay their debts. And as you have heard, our eyes see far and our reach is long. Name your price. You deserve that much.
Whoa.
Well, could you help me put up some missing person posters?
The cleanup of the
Roping you in was
If you were looking...
Hey, Zhongli! Look at this. Everyone in Liyue is caught up in their emotions, and here you are looking all relaxed.
Why would I not feel more right if the two of you can...
Ha! That sounds...
You're right. I do like the Mora. As the Rex Lapis Morax, when I was journeying with you...
Oh, no wonder. Paimon gets it now, but since you weren't used to not be...
Well, we were only spending in the city of commerce. We do not... The Archon Morax could never... I will treasure the memories that I made as Zhongli. Traveling the street, that is true.
Paimon thinks that we...
I fear that continuing your journey may be difficult. The Electro-Archon Ball...
Paimon thinks we've...
That is the case. And since Raiden is also the shogun of the Inazuma Bakufu...
That said, though people at the wharf were saying that the situation in Inazuma is very tense, Zhongli, since you're Rex Lapis, shouldn't you know something about what's happening there?
It's because of visions.
Visions?
When faced with circumstances beyond their control, humans often bemoan their lack of power. But if a person shows true strength of will at a desperate and fateful moment, this is what visions are. Magical foci.
That's how people...
But starting from last year, the Raiden Shogun began...
Vision Hunt Decree?
Yes. It was an order to seize all visions within
They want to seize visions. But why? Aren't visions blessings from the god?
I should think that in the Raiden Shogun's eye...
Whoa.
The Animo Archon is the god of freedom. The fact that even I, the oldest of the seven, have now, knowing her, she must have again, quote, 7 ideals for 7 gods. And, all right then. Was there anything else you wish to know? Well then, I suppose you'll have to find a way to get inside this closed nation.
Ad Astra at
It's been getting quite busy recently.
15, 16. That's a nice haul.